Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will put total weather to crank us up. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Back to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time with his feet. He's gonna take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's loose. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Turning on the Jets. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Moore to the air. Under fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down. The 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good one. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, but he got the one he needed and plenty more. It's first and goal.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's second and long. Moore will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Steps away. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Oh, what a move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
If you're going to throw a comeback in man-to-man, I got to trust my guy is going to beat that guy. And this quarterback, you could tell, really did a good job of trusting his wide receiver, and that's why he gets the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it! Finds a seam! Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to...
He lets it fly. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Wide open spaces. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Longhorns are on the move. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds space on the right. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
Finds his big tight end. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return. Bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Coming out with it, it's Benson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone ties us up. And tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt. Two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Creates a little space. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. It's a running room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Got his man on the outside. He breaks a tackle.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Another incompletion on third down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Here comes the heat. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he gets it in for the touchdown. Time has expired. They're down by 1. They can send it to overtime with the kick or win it with the 2.
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, do you want to send them home with an L and go for 2? Or you want to kick the PAT and go to OT?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. He is in! The 2-point conversion is good, and they win the game! How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent.